Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to talk about and teach you how to get input from the user. So first thing you do when you know you're going to get input from a user is write this line of code, java.util.scanner. So in this java.util.scanner command you have, it's called a package, and in the scanner it uses all the classes that you need to get input from a user. Now let's write the class's name and call it basic. Open these, save this file. So basic, you need to copy this. Hope you remembered how to save a Java file. And inside, let's write the method main, public static void main. Open the braces, and the first thing we need to do is use the scanner. So this line of code, the first line of code, gets the scanner for us, and make sure you always write it at the top before the class's name, this line of code, when you need to get input from a user. And here we're gonna make a use the scanner. So here we're getting the scanner and here we're using it. So scanner, then you write scanner and then you give the scanner a name. So you can use in, or let's just use input equals to new. So this means it makes a new scanner. So new scanner system dot in, like this. And what we're gonna do is in this tutorial just get the input from the user and display it on the screen. So we can put int x, so this is gonna get numbers. Int x equals to input dot next int, and another one int b, for example, input dot next int. So this is our name of the scanner, input, and this is called a method. So when we call the method of the input, we call next int. So we tell them that we're going to store a int value. So the user has to input a number. You can't input a letter like A or B or a string of words, so it only has to input a number. It's same as in the second line, int b equals to input dot next int. So you can memorize this, and if it's not a number, like if it's a word, you can do, I haven't talked about string yet, but string abc equals to input dot next line. So basically whatever data type it is, if you put here, for example, if it's a double, like if it's a double equals to input dot next double. So wherever you have to need, you get the input from a user, you just put this name here that you created earlier and put the dot separator and next double or next int, whatever kind of data type you're gonna get from the user. And here we're gonna get the string, so I'm getting this line of code off since I haven't talked about string yet. And then we're gonna put these messages on the screen. So system.out.print, or let's just give a nice output for the user to know what's going on. So system.print input a number, like this, and I'm going to clear all these two. So input a number, then the user inputs the number and it gets stored in the variable x, which x is a integer, a 32-bit number. Then we want to display this number that the user inputs. So print line. We didn't use the line here because if we do it on the cursor, when it comes to here, it puts the cursor on the next line. But we want this code and where the user inputs to be on the same line. But for the new line, we want when we display the x value, we want it on the new line. So I'm gonna save this, put this here, and basic.java. Compile it. We have no errors. Basic, and let's run the program. So input a number. As you can see, the cursor is waiting for us to input a number, so the program doesn't keep on running until we input the number. Let's input the number 4, and then it displays the number 4. Now we can do something like this: system.out.print the number you inputted was. Save it, compile it again, and again it waits. So let's put like the number 10. The number you inputted was 10. So that's basically what this program does. So let's do it from the beginning. Let me explain what I did. First of all, I imported the java.util.scanner package, where here you have all the scanner has all the utilities you need to get input from the user. So and then we write the public class name, the name of our class, and this is the main method. And here we created a new scanner and we named it input. Now then we put a message on the screen to know so we'll notice the user that he has to input a number on our screen. And then for here we made a variable, and it's an int, so it can hold a 32-bit number, and it's equal to the input that we get from our user. Then we put it on the screen a nice message to tell the user what kind of which was the number he inputted earlier, and then we typed out, or we put the message on the screen, the number that he gave us earlier. So this is basically what this program does. In the next tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to do a basic calculator with getting inputs from your user. So thank you for viewing and subscribe. I hope this has been informative for you.